Welcome back to the Drop Pod Podcast. I'm your host, Space Gypsy, and today we are here with...
I'm Dylan.
Just Dylan.
Just Dylan. From California, mainly from Valencia.
Yeah, we love SoCal. Okay.
Nothing special about me.
You said nothing special about me. How long have you been out in Vegas?
I moved here in 2020, so I'm from Valencia.
Yeah.
I moved here from Temecula. So from when I was born to 2015, I lived in Valencia, California, right next to Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Oh,
If you know
okay.
that's yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've only been there 1,000 times.
Okay.
And then 2015, I moved to Temecula, which is, you might not know where that's at, but they have a lot of like wineries and stuff there. It's pretty cool. And then I moved here in 2020.
What do you do for work?
I work at Speed Vegas. If you want to do go-karts, just let me know. Speed Vegas, right? You could do go-karts. You could drive a supercar.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I wouldn't drive a Ferrari though, they're pretty slow.
They're
Also, what most people don't know is there's off-road trucks there as well.
really?
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
could
know
jump
that
them.
part.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You work with, he goes by Jesus in the car community.
Yeah, Mike?
Mike, you know
Shout
Mike?
out Mike, bro.
Shout out
baby Jesus.
Oh my God.
Shout out the drift community. Actually, when I did my experience at Speed Vegas, he was my instructor.
He took me on my first official drifting experience.
Really?
In his car that he has.
Oh, wow.
Bro, and he has the whole buckle up seats
Yeah.
and they're Ferrari seats.
Yeah.
He got them from work.
He actually got him from our work, yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh.
That's
In
it.
Mexico. It was very fun, very fun Mexico trip. You were telling me that you like doing yo-yoing. I know you didn't
Yeah.
bring it today, but
I know, I should have. We'll add clips in, it's okay.
Yeah, well, that's wow.
I had this friend going up named Gabriel. Shout out Gabriel. I don't know if you're going to see this, but that's fine. He introduced me to yo-yoing, right? Like, you think of a yo-yo, like, they have an axle and then you just throw it down, it comes up.
Yeah.
No, these are pretty special. It's been going on for a while. It's made out of aluminum, right? Well, you could get plastic ones, but I like aluminum. Machined out of aluminum. You have like a solid axle through the center, like a ball bearing and response pads, right? So if you throw it down, it's not going to come up. Just stay spinning. You have to do like a special trick to bring it back up.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
know
like a
what you're talking
bind.
about.
Yeah.
I've seen that type of yo-yoing and I'm like, how the hell do you guys do this?
Magic.
And you said you do it, what, professionally?
I'm doing my first competition.
Okay.
June 27th to 29th.
Ooh.
It's a national yo-yo contest.
Here in Vegas?
It's
Okay.
It's at the can't think of the name, but I'll remember it.
I'll pop it in the chat. If
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
want to go check him out, go support him. Go check out some other performers as well.
Cool.
No, that's fun. You've been doing this for how long?
12 years?
12 years. Damn. 12 years going strong.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Do you want to take yo-yo?
I want to do that, like, yeah, you could definitely do it professionally.
Yeah.
You get sponsored and stuff. There's this guy by the name of Henry Stein. He's actually sponsored by Michael Kors. He did like a special ad for him. He obviously got paid pretty good.
Yeah.
I know, but like there's world yo-yo championships as well. Like the next one is in the Czech Republic, which is
Oh, really?
where my nationality comes from.
Yeah, no, that
So,
would
yeah,
be a good
in
little,
Prague.
little home base, you know.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Championship, I think that would be really good.
Never been to Europe, but it'd be cool. I'd fit right in with the beard, you know what I mean?
I was gonna say you already look very good. what ethnicity are you?
I'm Czechoslovakian.
That's it?
Russian, Czechoslovakian, Italian, German, everything bad,
A little bit of spice in
a
everything.
little bit of spice. Yeah.
German and Italian and Native American.
Oh yeah?
Spice of Dutch. A spice
Really?
of Dutch, yeah. A lot of people say they think I look Latina. Which I think is so funny.
I don't think so.
But I know some people that I don't even see it. I guess it's only when the summer when I'm tan. When I used to
I'm
work
obviously
outside
not
a lot,
tan.
yeah, the tan was outrageous. Well, what else do you do?
I have a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I have a Suzuki TRZ 400.
Okay.
I got it like a year and a half ago, and then I thought something was broken on it because it wouldn't start, and then I took the whole bike apart, and I simply just haven't put it back together.
And that's your first bike?
No, I had a Grom,
Oh, we got a Grom,
and then that got
guys.
stolen actually, so... But if you want to learn on your first bike, just get what she has. Like a Ninja 400 is perfect.
Yeah, I'll pop up my baby right there.
Yeah.
What's
You
like-
think you had more trouble with like how to ride it or like the weight of it?
I feel like I'm still learning like the weight of it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I'm not dragging knees yet. You know what I mean? We're
I'm not
there
either,
yet.
yeah.
But other than that, like I've been adjusting my forks a lot lately, so I've still been adjusting to that. It was originally lowered 3 inches. Crazy, right, guys?
I wouldn't lower a bike.
Yeah. crazy. And so we raised them all the way up to stock height, so they're level with the bars now.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I feel like I'm not getting as much control as I used to, because yeah, it was 3 inches
Exactly.
down. So I lowered it like
A little bit?
half an inch. My friend came over and helped me. So I'm testing that out right now. But it was so freaking windy. The 50-mile-per-hour gusts were like, I was like, I can't drive this. Like, there's no way.
What I'm saying is, when you first get a motorcycle, just buy a 2023 Yamaha R1. You know, start out on a 1,000cc motorcycle.
Bro,
You'll be fine.
that
dude.
is literally the mentality of half the men in Vegas. Oh my god, I heard this one story about this guy, and he literally bought an S1K, right? Doesn't have a license, doesn't know how to ride it, nothing. And apparently he just bought it to be a content creator. To look like a motorcycle guy and not even ride it.
I don't know why you would do
Look,
that.
the bird's laughing.
He's talking to us,
The
dude. He's
bird's
like, that's
laughing.
crazy.
No.
Exactly. I think why a lot of people start to do drugs and stuff is either one of three things, right?
Yeah.
Either, let's be honest here, you're neglected as a kid. You don't have attention. You want to fit in. Secondly, right, also goes in with fitting in. Try to be cool around your friends.
Yeah.
And thirdly, you just want to experiment and see what that life's about.
I feel like a lot of people don't know how to cope either. I feel like they use it as a very bad coping mechanism. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like a safe haven.
Yeah, it's like with alcohol, you know what I mean? Like, you can go to the beach and enjoy a drink and be fine, but then if you drink too much, it's going to ruin everything. It's like a motorcycle as well. You can drive it fine, but then if you go 120 down the highway, you're risking your life a lot more.
Anybody
I
can
think.
go fast in a straight line is what I've always been.
Mhm.
And it's like, it's true. Like, you need to learn the basics of it before you go out of your way and do something crazy. You need to
That's
find
true.
that control.
That's true.
And yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't have that.
But it depends who you hang around with.
It's all about environment.
You have to be careful. Especially when you're a kid, you're just like a sponge, right?
Yes.
You just sponge up a whole bunch
You're
of
willing
knowledge.
to try anything. You're experiencing.
And then you're like, oh, this is cool, I feel better. And then you get older, it's like, why did I do that?
It's like, why did I start that?
Mhm.
Yeah. No, totally been there.
Yeah,
Been there,
same.
done that. And I'm
It's
glad
not
we're
fun,
able
though.
to learn from it, though. At least some
Yeah.
of us are able to be aware about it. And
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is bringing that awareness to people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I feel like as this generation, we laugh a lot of things off. I feel like we make them all a joke.
Especially this generation.
Oh, yeah.
What I've noticed from kids our age, like in their 20s or the teens, you know what I mean? Like, I've had people talk to me about horrible stuff, and then after it, they just
Laugh it off.
laugh it off like nothing ever happened.
And I feel like it's because we haven't had an outlet to really cope with. You know what I mean? So we bottle it up inside most of the time, and then
100%.
when it comes out, it's like, well, what do we think about
What do you
this?
do?
You know what
Yeah,
I mean? I don't
understand.
I can't even take it seriously anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I've been there. I've definitely laughed some things off. Here and there, and I feel like at the end of the day, I know it was meant to happen, and it made me who I am today, made me stronger in the ways that I didn't know at the time I needed.
100%. That's also another thing too, especially riding motorcycles. You could probably relate to this. I'm not sure. When I first started riding motorcycles, a lot of people die.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. You have to realize with this sport, or with this hobby, I guess, or obviously, it depends on what you're doing and where you're at. Like a car also has deadly, but I think a motorcycle, it's a lot easier, right? There's nothing to protect you. You're not wearing a
You're more
seatbelt. You can fly off your bike, especially what gear you're wearing and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But like first going into motorcycles and stuff, like ideally I wanted to get like a moped.
Really.
And I was like, oh, I could get a Grom. You know what I mean?
That's
And then
where it
I was trying to
starts.
save on gas.
That's where it
Save
starts,
on
guys.
gas. Yeah, exactly. If you want to save on gas, just buy a liter bike. No, I'm just kidding.
Zip through the
Yeah, but I used to ride my Grom to work all the time. That's pretty fun. And then I wanted something bigger, so I got the 400. And people started dying.
Yeah.
Funerals. And then you slowly just like start to back away. Some people stop riding, but most people just, ride for other people's memories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, just it depends who you hang out with. Just be careful. You know what I mean?
No, that's definitely, it's been an unfortunate year so far in the motorcycle community out
It
there.
has.
Um,
Definitely.
Definitely sending love.
Rest in
to-
peace, Sutton.
To all the people that we have seen go and leave from us. And a lot of them have been new riders as well, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that new riders are aware and to ride your own ride. At the end of the day, ride your own ride, go at your own pace. Please don't try to keep up with other people. There's been some unfortunate things happening, and as well as be aware, it's summer, cars are out more than ever, and you guys are too. So just be aware for yourselves and try to go out at night if you can. Go out when there's less
when
of a
it's
risk.
dead.
I understand there's day-to-day people that, you know, it's your daily and it's going to work and whatnot like that. So just be mindful and just be aware, because we don't want to see any of you guys go down. But yeah, it's definitely something to be aware about. It's not just, hey, like a fun sport. Like, you're risking your life every time you go over that bike. Every time you put your leg over. You know what I mean? So kind of just stay back. One thing that somebody told me as soon as I joined the bike community was they're like an experienced rider. Shout out Mason if you're looking.
Shout
at
out
this.
Mason.
But he told me, he was like, I will never ride with a new rider in a group ever again. A new rider in this group that he was like riding with just literally sideswiped him on accident, lost control of their bike and like sideswiped him and like fucked up his bike. And so if you can't control your bike and if you're new, I'm sorry, please stay behind in the back with the newbies. Do not put other
Not
people
only
at
that,
risk.
just like try not to impress people.
That's
Simply
another thing.
enough.
Like, I feel like people don't understand. Like, yes, we understand you want to get some, you know, leverage in the game, some experience, but you're going to be putting other people at risk.
I also wanted to talk about mental health.
I would love that.
It's hard to find what makes you happy. Yeah, but I think everybody should just get exercise.
I do
Walk,
agree.
run, go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like, once you get that blood flowing, you
It
can think a
feels
lot
better.
clearer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been going to the gym recently.
Mhm.
It's been a year since I was out of the gym after a car accident, and I got back in the gym. I felt so
Feel
sore.
better, right?
I felt so sore, but I felt so much better.
Yeah.
I felt so much more energetic. Like,
Yeah.
I loved it. And as soon as you're
Healthier.
like, yeah, you feel healthier. And then you go home, eat some food. The food tastes even better.
Exactly.
It tastes even better after.
And water tastes better
Yeah. No, I
when
feel
you're
like,
exhausted.
I feel like I'm actually getting like purified. Like,
Yeah, literally.
No, literally. I think that's one of the biggest things
Mm-hmm.
is finding a good balance in your life. Though, once you find a balance in your life and create a good like schedule for yourself, you'll be able to find more happiness and peace in yourself. I feel.
Also, Mother Nature, like these ducks,
Yes.
they were here before us and they're going to outlive us. You could learn something from them, you know what I mean? Just go outside, stare at an animal.
These guys are fighting. Back
I know.
You're like genuinely at a point in your life where you're happy, or do you feel like
I'm getting there.
you're getting there?
Yeah.
You feel like it's been like a journey for you?
It has, like, especially in high school, I had some hard times.
Yeah.
Just, like I said, around bad people, getting into some bad stuff, trouble, stealing.
You gotta pull yourself out of there, you know?
Not only that, but I think, like, when I moved out here, like, I had a change.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee you, if I stayed in California, I'd probably be a different person. Maybe not bad,
Yeah.
or maybe worse, I just wouldn't be the person I am today, and I'm grateful for everything that I am right now.
Exactly. Everything happens for a reason,
Yeah.
and it was a good change for you to
Hmm.
come out here and blossom. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I mean, we would have never met. We would have never done this podcast.
Literally.
Oh, literally. I met Dylan at a car meet.
Mhm.
Like, what is it? August? October?
You know this about me,
We
yeah.
didn't talk too much.
He had a basic.
No way.
That's actually mixed military.
Really?
He was in the Navy for 4 years. So that's what I wanted to do. I was like, hey, Dad, I'm
Yeah.
going to go ahead and join the Navy.
Oh, who's down here right now? That's kind of cool, guys. I hope
He's
that-
serenading the ducks.
I know, that's actually so cute. Oh my god, I just noticed there's
There's babies.
Oh my god, Chad, do you see the babies? I don't think they can.
Seaman. In the Navy, because my dad joined the Navy. So you know what I did? Picking HT, which is hull technician, aircraft carrier,
Okay.
and you will clean out the shitters.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's go to the military. You go to this place called MEPS. Africa.
no way.
See if. Depends. Yeah, I know they use gloves. Take off your pants. I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh
Done this
my
before.
God.
Just spread them cheeks, and he just looks on in there. I could talk about that if you have cancer.
Oh my god, no, that's
Different than people think.
okay.
Also, the plane. You're like, oh, okay, cool. I'm excited for the Navy. Blah blah. And you go. Sorry. You're like, okay, make your last phone calls.
Make your last.
Go on a bus. It's like a 40-minute bus ride. You can't talk to anybody. Can't go on your phone. You're just there. And then, it's a bus. You have all like the chiefs and petty officers. Shout out to them. They have a really hard job. United States Navy. And we took an oath and stuff. And then this guy who I went to, this is where it gets kind of interesting. This guy that came out of my recruiter station, Cole, shout out to Cole, love you, buddy. He got super nervous. He was standing on the line and just threw up. He just threw up. I felt so bad because I yelled at him, like, get to the fucking bathroom, get to the bathroom, hurry up. But it's not called the bathroom, it's called the head. Yeah, it's called the head. Like, go to the head. He's like, what's the head? He was like, the head's over there. It says head right over there, you fucking stupid. Before you go to basic training, get sleep. You're up for 48 hours.
No way.
We separated.
Yeah.
We could talk to each other, like, in our divisions and stuff when we do stuff, but that's about it. Don't flirt with any girls. That's a good way to get a felony.
Really?
That's a real thing. It's a sexual assault case.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's called Sapper. You finally get to meet him. Certain chief comes in, right? They salute, go up, get the fuck up. And they, like, go over to you. They, like, push you. Get the fuck up. Hurry up. Get up. Get up. Basic. Learn your general orders. Because it's certain stuff that you have to know. I didn't know my general orders. And they ask you right away. On YouTube, how to fold your clothes and stuff, because they show you how to do that, but they show you once.
Wait.
Really sick. Exercise, we came back in, and then I told the chief, he was yelling at me, and she was like, I don't feel good, and I started to pass out. Passed out, and then I woke up, and then they sent me down, and then they called the ambulance. I went to the hospital.
Damn.
They tried to find my heartbeat, couldn't find it. Yeah. They didn't even know what was wrong with me. Sent me back to my division. Talk about this stuff, but I'll talk about it since we're here. Everybody has their own perspective on the military. You guys could say I'm weak. I don't give a fuck. I am who I am. I made my decision.
Yeah.
But I basically told, like, the nurse, I was like, hey, I want to go home. I'm sick. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, the only thing I can is hate that. She's like, you're giving the fuck up? Why?
Yep.
Yeah, you're basically not fit for the military anymore for a month.
Ooh.
So I got one phone call. Called my dad for 30 seconds. Say, hey, I was crying. I was like, hey, I'm getting separated from the Navy. I'm sorry. I will talk to you whenever I can. He's like,
Was he upset?
no. He was understanding. He was like, is everything okay? I was like, yes, sir. I have to go. I will talk to you later. And then in this room with 300 other recruits that are getting kicked out for either like insomnia, health conditions, they did something bad, stuff like that. I got back here, I got my old job back, and then I went to Speed Vegas, started working there, so.
I know you like it out. What I should test out there next time I want to go.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a video on that. Let's see, I want to. It's like, what are your standards at a day-to-day basis?
About to get real serious. Or believe in the God, but if you just actually sit down, read the Bible, like, it's not all good to live, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
treat your neighbors with respect.
Yeah.
Treat everyone kindly. What you put out in the world is always going to come back to you.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
No, I definitely agree with that.
Mhm.
I grew up in religion, but
Yeah.
I'm not religious
Mhm.
anymore. But I feel like if I didn't live or grow up by those values and
Mhm.
standards, I would be a different person.
It'll be different, right?
I wouldn't care as much. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I feel like I would be so careless.
That's
just
also like another
totally,
different,
acts
yeah.
on it differently.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I think that's also another reason why there's different religions. You guys
Yeah.
act on them differently.
Yeah.
Me personally, I feel like they're all in the same boat, but just
Yeah.
different practices,
Mhm.
and that's fine. But
The mindset of trying to better yourself,
yeah,
I think.
that's another.
That's a
thing.
good way to live.
If you care about yourself, you're gonna want to find values like that. You know
Exactly.
What I mean? And that's why people like sometimes just run to like religion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They want to be a part of those standards and values.
Obviously,
Everybody should take their own path, take their own
Mhm.
whatever you think is right. Don't
do your research.
Yeah. Don't go with the standards because
Yeah.
you think it's gonna be this is a good fit. Go with what you like. Go at your own pace.
If you ever want to do something, research it before.
Yeah.
Ask people who are actually involved, and then go from there.
Yeah,
That's the simplest way.
Are the best experiences
Exactly.
to learn from, so.
It's like trying a hard time in life. If you don't have anybody to talk to, read the Bible. I don't care if you're religious. Read the Bible; it'll help you. Go on walks. Go outside. Eat some food. You need that. Nutritious food. If you're going through a hard time, talk to somebody. Reach out to somebody. I appreciate you having me. Hopefully, it inspired people, and
I hope you did too.
hopefully, I helped some people. Yeah.
And I'll drop his link right here.
Thank you.
Here. You'll see it in the bio as well.
Yeah.
And go check out his yo-yo shit.
Also,
guys.
yo-yoing as a little kid, I enjoy it.
As long as
It's
you're
fun
happy
for me.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
that's literally all all that matters is
Yeah.
follow your happiness.
Exactly. Doesn't matter what you do, who you are, what you want to do.
Sure to go support him, guys.
Thank you.
I'll drop his stuff down below.
It's at the
Go,
Westgate.
if you
Yeah.
Give me the flyer.
Of course I
I'll
will.
put it right here.
Yeah.
Y'all go check him out and go show
Heck
some
yeah.
love and support. But
Appreciate you.
thank you guys for coming to the Drop Pod Podcast, and
Like, comment, subscribe.
I will see you next time. Peace out, chat.
See you guys.
Love you.